one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Jackson is out there with Powell, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Holiday out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Portis in at the power forward position. So the Bucks win the tip. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Getting better and better as a playmaker. Giannis is the ultimate team-first superstar. He does put up big assist numbers, and that's an evolving part of his game.
Now here's Leonard over Middleton. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
The 3 from George. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giannis outside. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And we all know personal brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
They throw good, Paul George. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Over Jackson. Another miss by Giannis.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez.
Getting a step on the defense there. Once Leonard has this, you know he's going to capitalize.
Holiday against Powell. Middleton right side. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
George passes to Zubats. Back to George. Outside Leonard. And that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Stolen by Jackson. Right side Leonard. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo against Zubac. Foul for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Pass to Powell. The pass to Leonard. To end the run. Got a hand on it. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Giannis. 38 points for him last game against Brooklyn. And they pick up 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And late in the season, we see playoff teams break resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Look at the stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Clippers trail by 6. Jackson looking it over. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, if we didn't quite grasp Antetokounmpo's potential coming into the league, it didn't take long to see that he is really a generational talent. I mean, he's blown us all away with his athleticism and skill set. And I would add to that his work ethic, too. You can tell he's really worked on his body and his game.
So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 8. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
And with the monster finish, stops an 11-0 run by Milwaukee.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. The Bucks getting another chance here. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Here's Powell. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Back to Holiday. And the rejection by Zubac.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's now only a 1-point Bucks lead. Middleton against Leonard. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Nobody near Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Man's checked in for Powell.
And checking out some numbers for Reggie Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him, and he gets the bucket.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Clippers.
Leonard with the bucket.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Jackson against Giannis. Portis kicks to Holiday. Shoots the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Zubac. So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 7. Here's Holiday. Knocked away.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
They need this. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. He had a nice open look right there. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bucks dance team.
And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. Bucks #1.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
Jackson against Giannis. They need this one. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lopez dishes to Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo over Jackson. Giannis no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Here's Lopez, and he banks in the layup. Lopez has got 6 points.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6.